It's your girl Stephanie. This is Wrestling Color Podcast right here on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. That's free. Turn on the bell for notification if you want to keep up with me. Also, I have a link to my Pinterest and my Instagram in the banner on this YouTube page. What else? I got 301 videos. I didn't realize I went past the 300 threshold, so this will be my 302nd video, and we'll just celebrate from there. So this is a milestone. This is fantastic. I'm having a good time. Continue to join me and hit the comments. Y'all need to get in the comments and say what you want to say. Somebody told me to shut the fuck up on a video that was 3 years old, and I appreciated it. But then someone also told me that they enjoy my stuff from a recent video, and I appreciate that. See what I mean? Give me the whole sandwich. What we talking about? A lot. I got a list. But we just want to dive into what's hot right now, which is the Bloodline. The Bloodline. Yesterday on Friday Night SmackDown, we got Roman Reigns coming in. And Jimmy coming to tell everybody why he kicked his brother in the mouth and ruined his chances of possibly becoming the Universal Champion and taking the belt off of Roman. I'm not about to get into all of the you knew it wasn't going to happen. I would like to suspend my belief and try to enjoy the product for what they're giving me, okay? So Jimmy comes out and Jay comes out, and the explanation that was given as to why Jimmy kicked his brother was for the love. It was for the love of the brotherhood. You my twin. I don't want you to get this belt and turn into Roman because he's an asshole dick motherfucker. Roman was back there, was like, why you talking about me like that? That shit. Roman's responses was so fucking funny because that's some shit I do at work when them kids be cussing me out for no reason, for asking like simple questions. I'm like, why you cussing me like that? Anyway, so he's like, why you cussing me like that? And Jay's like, so you mean to tell me you did this for the love, for the brotherhood? And Jimmy's like, if you want to whoop my ass, you go right on ahead. I deserve it. Whoop de whoop de whoop. I want us to be together. I don't want the Usos to be over. You my brother. You my twin. We was in the same womb. Like, I don't want you to turn into everything is I don't. Now, here's the controversy. Was that a good explanation? I am going to accept the explanation because if we look at it from the angle of 3 years of physical, emotional, and psychological abuse that Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman have heaped on the brothers, then I could see where Jimmy was like, I don't want my brother turning into this weird ass motherfucker because he is like working us over big time. The question then comes that I ask, why did you have to do it in that type of fashion? You could have let him win, you help him win, and just like hovered in his ear. You know, don't do that. Don't act like, remind him you're not that type of champion. Why did it have to be so embarrassing and so, look everybody, I'm ruining my brother's chances? Like, I don't know why. And why did that need to be done again? Because you already did it at the last pay-per-view when y'all double super kicked Roman. You already said you love him and he said he loved you, and y'all had loved on each other already. So how much fucking love do you need, Jimmy? Damn. Okay. Now, here's the thing. This is what I, if I was a writer, would do. I would just let the Bloodline go to their corners. Jay already said, you know what, you two motherfuckers is crazy. I have to protect my mental health. I'm up out this bitch. He's gone. Where he going? We don't know. He said deuces to everybody. So now we got Solo, Roman, and Jimmy left. Now, this is what I would suggest. Kind of reset things a little bit. Roman, he left the ring. He did his thing. I told you he was a pussy, he crazy, you don't listen. Roman, and that's another thing. Roman got kicked in the face, and he honestly, in this particular case, didn't do nothing except say what was what. But he got kicked in the face because he's an asshole. And Jay got kicked in the face because he's fucking deserved it. You made a fool out of me a couple too many fucking times, and that's why Jay left. So I get that. So Roman leaves the ring. This is what I would have did. Roman, go ahead, leave the ring. Walk by Jimmy, kick him a little bit. Be like, man, listen, and keep going. Jimmy in the show, looking at Jimmy. Jimmy on the floor looking crazy. Because now the question is, now what? So here's what. Roman on the next episode of SmackDown, he backstage with Solo and Paul Heyman. They pull in. Just picture it. They pull in into the garage, in the truck or whatever. And Roman gets out. Everybody's screaming. And he said, you know what? I'm not even in the mood. I'm not in the mood. I don't know why I'm here. This is too much. It's what I'm trying to build. These boys is trying to fuck it up. Lil Jimmy, Lil Jay, I don't got time for it. I'm going about my business. I got shit to do. Take the belt off. Give it to Paul and say, you know what, hit me up when it's necessary, and leave. But leave Solo outside too, standing next to Paul. Leave it like that. Now we got another cliffhanger. Jimmy walking around in the back looking crazy. Everybody's like, Jimmy, fuck you. All the people in the back ain't fooling with him. Jimmy don't know what to do with himself. And Jimmy says, you know what, this is some bullshit. I love my brother, and now I'm getting ostracized because I'm trying to keep the family together. Fuck this. Throw your hands up. Just walk off. Just leave. Don't, just go. Everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? What's left? Solo and Paul. Paul, he gonna do his thing because he is beholden to the tribal chief. Solo is like, well, what the fuck is going on? Now Solo talking. What the fuck is going on here? What about me? Everybody's scattered, and I'm sitting here with you. And Paul gonna be like, well, and when the tribal, he said, I ain't got time to wait for the tribal chief. Walk off. And Paul just stand there and look crazy. Now we getting the reset, right? Roman's going for a while. Jimmy and Jay going for a while. We focus on Solo. Solo takes it upon himself to build himself a reputation. Solo could go walk around the back, pick whoever he want. I don't give a fuck if it's Dolph Ziggler's in catering. He could go to NXT and say, you know what, I ain't get to set it how I want to set it down here. Go down there, whoop their ass in NXT if you want to. Come back up. You should go to Raw because it ain't no brand split. Go to Raw, say, Dominic, that's my fucking belt and I don't like the way it look on you. And if your bitch steps into this, I'ma kick her in her fucking face too. Set that whole shit off. He don't gotta mix it up with the bloodline. He just go over there and whoop ass. And then a couple months of ass whipping, he could, at the next pay-per-view, not the one coming up, but the next pay-per-view, right? He could come in like, he done built it up to where he got himself a title match, whether it's Intercontinental or US title. Hell, he could even get a title match against fucking Seth Rollins if he wants to, because he whooped ass. So he got to be next in line. That's when Roman comes out, Paul comes up, and he's like, well, what's going on here, Solo? You moving and grooving. So it's like, man, get the fuck out my face, right? Paul get on his little phone. Boop, 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 boop. Whoop, to whoop. Yeah. Roman's like, on the other end, we are looting. I ain't tell that motherfucker to do nothing. Why is he moving like that? He think he the chief? Paul's like, listen, he said, I'll be there. We gonna clear this up. That's when Roman comes sometime back next, put it like October. Roman comes, get with Solo, try to check Solo. Solo tells Roman, motherfucker, I got what I got without you. You left me because my two brothers was tripping. I'm not about to play this game with you. Set it up. Now you got Solo and Roman. You can go ahead and mix it up with them for a couple weeks if you're trying to stretch this all the way out. What I don't want to see is Rikishi. Why? Because Rikishi, he shouldn't be coming up in the no shit 3 years later. You saw Jay getting his ass whooped. You saw Roman almost choke your other son out to death down to the other pay-per-view. Okay, Jay was in the ring crying a couple times during the whole fucking pandemic. Roman putting him in the guillotine. He mushing niggas. He treating people like pure, unadulterated shit. And Rikishi never got off his big ass and said, "Hold up, motherfucker, you're not gonna punk my goddamn sons." So don't have him come up in here now trying to regulate some shit. Because if I was Roman and he bring his ass telling me what to do with my goddamn nephews, I mean, well, he technically is their uncle. With my nephews, I tell Rikishi, you need to go ahead and dance your ass right on backstage and mind your motherfucking business, because I've been running this for 3 years. You had your chance. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're not going to tell me what to do because you're not at the table with the elders. And I don't think The Rock should be coming up in this motherfucker either, because if you were so interested, you should have showed your ass up 2 WrestleManias ago. So the answer is no to Rikishi and no to motherfucking The Rock. If they went and did what I just said, and if you could picture it, tell me if you agree with it. Tell me if you agree with it. If you can see that happen. Or tell me what you think should be happening next. Because honestly, it's a pause right now. What else is Roman supposed to do with Jimmy? Work his ass over? Is Roman supposed to be fucking Jimmy up for another year? No. Now's the opportunity to just clear it up, move away, put Solo on the forefront, put him on a collision course with Roman, because he moving the way he want to move. And that way, by the time WrestleMania start coming around in March, February, because WrestleMania is April, the Usos already been coming back, bumping heads backstage, like, move out the fucking way, you know, trying to get their brother together to where they go on a collision course. And you got that WrestleMania match with the Usos, and then you could WrestleMania with Solo. Or Solo can have a pay-per-view, one pay-per-view match, lose that, set up Roman for Cody if that is the way they want to go. Y'all tell me what y'all think and hit me in the comments. I honestly don't have a problem with the Bloodline. I find them all to be sexy, so I can watch them all day. Well, that's just me. But I do think it's moving into an area of shakiness. And it's easy to reset if you got the right people to look at the thing from a more of a betrayal, these motherfuckers crazy standpoint. Alright, Wrestling Color Podcast. Catch you.